Hi guys, welcome back to TGO podcast. This is episode 4. Today is actually the first episode that I'll be hosting on my own. So, a few weeks, maybe 2 weeks ago, so I put out on Instagram asking people to send me any questions that they might have. I think it'll be a better way of getting to know me, maybe getting to know each other. So I did get quite a lot of questions actually, quite overwhelming, but I'm literally, in for this challenge. Maybe hopefully by the end of this episode, we will, hopefully you guys will get to know me a little bit better. So it'll be a mixture of personal, and there's some deep questions, some funny ones and some chilled ones. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first question I actually received was from a friend. She was the one who joined me in episode 2, and her name is Chev. So she asked me, how do you get rich? To be honest, Chev, I'm probably similar to you. I want to know how to get rich, but I would imagine probably I should take my own advice. But I would imagine it's a mixture of hard work as well as working smart. Rather than working hard all the time, you need to work smart. So I kind of believe time is money. So make sure you invest your time in things that build you, and invest your money wisely. I mean, I'm gonna probably take my own advice on this one, so I don't always follow this through, but essentially I believe this is the best way to get rich. But let me know what you think. The second question: are you such a great friend or sis? So I know who this came from. It came from a friend. Maybe he's like a brother to me. Why am I such a great friend? To be fair, I don't think I'm such a great friend. I'm still figuring myself out. So sometimes I do have my flaws, especially with friends. I'm still learning. But I would say you probably ask me that question maybe because I make time for my friends. If I consider you as a friend, I'll make time for you. I don't know, I'm always there for them, I guess. The best that I can do. So I don't see it as a great thing, I just see it as a normal thing. So yeah, I don't know, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think is a great friend? Leave a comment below wherever you're listening from, or get in touch on my Instagram, which is TGO podcast. The next question came from another friend. It's a silly question. Why do you love Liz so much? Liz, to be fair, you're very easy on the eye. But honestly, I just think you're the type of person that makes me just be who I am around you. I'm totally 100% myself when I'm around you. So I think that's a great quality that you have, and I appreciate that from you as a friend. And I don't know, we've grown really close, so I guess that's why I love you, but mostly because you're really easy on the eye. I had another question from another podcast that I listened to, and that's called Now That's a Good Idea. Please check them out, guys. So their question was, what is your advice on people who struggle with comparing themselves to others? Honestly, this is something I am still struggling with every now and then. I don't see this as a negative sometimes. It comes across as like a competition. Competition can be a good thing. So my advice would be, just don't get lost in comparing yourself. Please remind yourself every now and then that you're good enough. You need to learn to be content with what you have. At the end of the day, there's always someone better looking or has something better than what you have. So you're bound to find yourself in a battle of comparison. But always take it easy on yourself. You probably been through too much for you to start comparing yourself. And also it's it's not good to compare yourself too much to other people, because you don't know their story. So it can be good, it can be bad, but I'm trying to focus on the positive. Maybe see it as a competition, in a good spirits. And I don't know, that's a really tough question. What is your advice on people who struggle comparing themselves to others? Honestly, I would say take it easy on yourself. It's already a tough world. Probably that person you're comparing yourself to is going through some tough stuff. So, yeah, take it easy on yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and try to be content with what you have. You'd be surprised how many good qualities you have about yourself, or how many good traits that you have about yourself, compared to actually the person you're looking at, or trying to compare yourself to. Another question is, if you could give a piece of advice to your young self that you would use daily, what would it be? I would say the piece of advice would be, everything is gonna be okay. I suppose I've actually learned that, as now that I'm an adult. When I was younger, I probably used to stress about when something happens. I would stress, when is this is probably taking a while to I'm done with this, I want it over with. So I would say, the best advice is everything is gonna be okay. Like, this is just temporary situation, and it will pass. It will come to pass, honestly. I think I speak for everyone in this, like, situations we've all been through, and some of them have taken a while to pass, and some of them is just been in and out. But yeah, you always have to be stronger. So the advice would be, everything is going to be okay, not to worry too much, and go have fun. Actually, no, I used to have loads of fun, so I would say everything is going to be okay. And that's like something I live with now as an adult, so that would be the advice. The next question, this is such a silly question, but I guess I asked for this and it came in from a friend. I won't reveal his name, but the question is, what is the perfect penis size? Can you imagine? But mate, this question, I don't know how to answer it because I don't have one, but I would imagine it's not about the size. I don't know, there's more to size. I don't know. What do you guys think? How about you? I'll leave this to my listeners and then see what they think. So a friend of mine obviously sent me a question, and the question is, what is the perfect penis size? I don't really know how to answer this question. I guess everyone's different. So yeah, please get in touch and give him some answers. I'm more than happy to pass this on to him. I'm guessing he was playing with me, clearly. I can tell. Jokes, Phil. The next question is, what are your thoughts on religion? Wow, these people are just going in, aren't they? Religion is a very tricky one, to be fair. It's something I struggled with. I used to be very religious when I was younger. I suppose maybe the family I come from. What are my thoughts? Right now, I would say I'm more spiritual than religious. I believe there's higher power, probably there's a God, but it's something I struggle with. Every now and then I find myself, I'm actually still interested in, like, say, the Bible or other religions, because I come from a family full of different religions, so I'm very open-minded. I quite like people that are religious, or people that have something to believe in. They tend to have some sort of structure, or they know what they want. Whereas sometimes when you find someone who doesn't have a religion or some sort of spiritual belief, they're very wild to attain. But yeah, I don't know. What are my thoughts on religion? It's a great thing to have. It's good to have something to believe in. So I suppose that's how I would answer that question. Next question. What is your biggest fear? Oh my God, my biggest fear, I think, is pretty much, I know a lot of people that have this fear, but my biggest fear is failure. I worry about failing, whether it's failing others, failing myself. Yeah, that's my biggest fear, to be fair. I'm really scared of failing, so I'm always trying to work hard. Um, I don't put pressure on myself on it because now I'm getting older. It's just you learn to live with your fear. So, but it is still one of my biggest fears because I don't want to. I don't want to be so like I don't want to be a loser. I mean, I just don't want to fail myself because I know I have so much potential, I have so much to give and so much to learn. So that is it is still my biggest fear. I don't know what you guys think. What are your biggest fears? Do let me know. And the next question is, what would you change about yourself if you could? Ooh, whoa. What would I change about myself? This is gonna sound weird. Nothing. You know what? Most of the things, I'm a female. Like most of the things that we would like to change, it's not a need. Like it's just some things are just cosmetic and just tweaks there, tweaks here, but you're still the same person within yourself. You can't really have cosmetic surgery. That's internal. That needs a lot of work, a lot of therapy to yourself, and stuff like that. So I would say something. If I'm to honestly answer this, what would you change about yourself if you could? Wow, this is a tough one. I don't know what. Maybe this is something I want to hear from other people. People that know me? What would you change about me if you could? I don't know. Maybe change about. Maybe I'm very emotional. Maybe emotion. I mean, I'm very good at hiding it, but I would say I'm quite emotional. I don't want to change it. It's a good thing. Maybe show it more. Yeah, maybe show my emotions a little bit more. I can come across as cold, so maybe that's something. If I was to change something, maybe make myself a little bit softer in terms of how I come across to other people. I don't know, it sounds like I'm trying to please other people, but no. This is a tough one. Yeah, I don't know, maybe come across a little bit softer. Need to be a little bit softer when I'm talking to other people. Next question. What motivates you to work hard? I would say, given my background, I don't come from like a rich family or anything like that. So I would say I do not want to be poor or feel poor. I actually have such a rich mind. I feel so rich, like it's ridiculous. Even when I have the list of money, I don't feel poor, honestly. But I would say what motivates me to work hard is because I like beautiful things. I like good things. I like traveling. I like good food. And all that stuff costs money. So I need to work hard. I can't expect other people to look out for me. I mean, it's always, really nice when someone treats you. But it's always good to always work hard for your own things as well. Next question. If you could live anywhere, where would it be and why? And why that location? I would say I'm quite happy living in London. Reason being, I haven't traveled enough to say I have been to a place where I would want to live forever. I guess I'm yet to find that location, but right now I'm content with London. To be fair, I don't think we value London as much as they should do. Maybe because I've been to places where they don't have things like free healthcare, for instance, NHS. In other places you have to pay, so I don't know, those are the type of things I value. I get the odd cold here and there, and I worry maybe if I get really sick or you need a emergency operation. In some countries you have to pay, whereas here it will get done. And I don't know, that's those type of things. I don't know, they're very important to me, how convenient travel is, whereas in other countries it's not as convenient. So yeah, I would say if I could live anywhere, I would say I'm happy with London for now, but I'm very open-minded, so I would I'm hoping to look around within my travel, since I love traveling. If I ever find a place, I'll let you know. If I ever travel to a country and it hits all the spots, and if anyone knows any countries, please let me know, and more than happy to go there. I mean, once we're allowed to travel and check it out. Any recommendations, please send me any recommendations that you may have. If you could choose, this is the next question. If you could choose to do anything for a day, what would it be? You know what? The first thing that pops into my mind, eat food. But I feel like that's like pretty much everyone. If you could do one thing for a day, if you could choose to do anything for a day, what would it be? Oh, wow. Do you know what? Something I want to do, I think I've spoken to like 3 people about this, is travel to a remote country somewhere and volunteer. Maybe teach, maybe, I don't know what I would do. I just want to go there and volunteer and stay maybe for a week. I don't want to go for too long because I don't know what the environment is. Maybe some countries is very difficult to tell. I guess I would do some research, but yeah, I would want to travel to a country, somewhere tropical, somewhere where it's like a really remote and there's barely any resources, and just like volunteer. So yeah, that's what I would choose to do for a day. But in this case, I would want to do it for a little bit longer. Next question. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? You know what? I'm a pescatarian. I love seafood. I love seafood. Gosh. But if I was to eat one meal, give me salmon. I think that's like my favorite fish. Salmon. Cooked. You can cook it in different ways, I suppose. I have different ways how I cook salmon, so I don't know. Salmon. I don't know. I'm tempted to say different types of seafoods, but yeah, if I could just choose one meal, it would be salmon. A good salmon dish, Ooh, yummy. Next question. Would you rather win a lottery or work the perfect job, and why? This is actually a tricky question. When I saw this come in, I was just like, wow, this person is trying to, this is like caught a crossroads. So I would want to win a lottery, but I can't sit down and do nothing like I mentioned earlier. I just need to have something to do. So if I'm to win a lottery, I would invest in a business, something that keeps me active. Work at a perfect job. It's always good to have people around you, but if you win a lottery, you can create that environment, that perfect job. Maybe it's for someone else. Yeah. Okay. So I'll go with, I'd rather win a lottery. Yeah, rather win a lottery. I don't know what would you guys do? Would you rather win a lottery or work at a perfect job? Obviously, right now, a lottery will be amazing. We'll be in lockdown. Money's a little bit short for some. I'm saying for some. So yeah, a lottery. I think a lottery will be perfect. Yeah. And that's my reason. I'll win a lottery and create the perfect job. Sorry, whoever sent me this question. I think it was Sharon. But yeah, shout out to you for sending me these crossroads questions. Next question. If you could go back in time to change one thing, what would it be? Whoa. Do you know what? I recently finished watching the new season, Umbrella Academy. And I saw what happens when you change something, in time. And I don't know how I feel about it now. I would love to go back in time, but then what if I do something and it changes? I've had so many good memories and I've had so many good things happen to me. This really scares me. I would want to go back in time, maybe see a few people, or maybe have conversations differently, maybe go through situations differently. But then maybe I wouldn't meet the people I know now. I've met some amazing people. So if I could go back in time to change one thing, what would it be? You know what? Let me not make it personal. If I could go back in time, I'd want to change slavery. I mean, yeah. In primary school, I studied a little bit of like African history and how like the slave masters just, came in and the guns trade for people, etc. Anyways, so all lot of things you need to do your own research. But she didn't really specify how far in time. So yeah, slavery. Yeah, it causes so much harm, and yeah, that's my answer. Slavery. I would change slavery. What is a hard lesson life has taught you? Whoa, these people are not playing with me today. A hard lesson life has taught me. Do you know what? Life has taught me that whatever situation you're going through, it is not a new situation. You know what? All these situations we go through are just recycled situations. So whatever you're going through, someone else has actually gone through before. So don't feel alone when you're going through something. Like, there's someone out there in the world, you are not close to them, but I feel like we're all connected in some way. So it's not a new situation. For instance, if you are going through a breakup, it's not the first time someone's going through a breakup. So it's just sometimes we don't know who to talk to in that situation, or you feel like I don't know. But yeah, definitely think life has taught me that whatever situation I'm going through, it's not the first time someone's going through, so it's a recycled situation. Eventually it'll go away. That's a hard life lesson I've had to learn. I mean, I'm still learning that lesson. I have to remind myself, like, hey, this is not the first time you're going through this. So yeah, that has been a hard lesson. If you could know the right answer, absolute truth to one question, what question would you ask and why? Wow. Who are such questions? Wow. If you could know what the right answer, the absolute truth to one question, what question would you ask? Do you know what? My question would be, is God real? I think only because like when I was a teenager, I struggled so much with religion and finding myself. I just wanted to know if God is out there, help me in the situation I'm going through. I mean, obviously I was younger, and those are the type of questions you ask yourself. And if God was real, why couldn't He just help me get through this? Like, so yeah, that would be my question: is God real? And why would I ask that question? I think a lot of people struggle with that. I think knowledge is power. So knowing that God's real, or like, then it just strengthens your faith in God in a way. And you can also either say yes or no. Like, okay, God is real. If you choose yes, then you're with Him, and if you choose no, then you're not. Rather than finding yourself like, in limbo, hanging out with a few friends that don't believe in God, you're lost. You feel a bit judgmental. And then hanging out with people that say believe in God, if you're not 100% committed, you feel like, you don't fit in. So it's very tricky. So I think that would be my question: is God real? Yeah, if is God real? I think people would then know whether they're with God or not with God. When I say God, I mean every religion God. So that will be my question. And next question: which of your personal traits has been more useful to you and has also held you back? Or which one has held you back? These two questions in one, I have actually one answer for these two questions. And the answer is I'm super analytical. So whether it's just on me, friends, anyone else, I don't know, I'm super analytical. So that has been actually a very great trait to have. It's been very useful. I've managed to search things that probably other people wouldn't pick up on things, because I'll just analyze the situation. Sometimes I just let things play out because I've already analyzed it, and I'm just like, okay, this is this situation could possibly go this way or go left. So let me just see how it turns out. I mean, I know it's a bit tactical, but you know, it's sometimes for my own pleasure. Huh? Yeah, so that has actually been a useful trait to have, because it's, you know, it made me go through certain situations and come out stronger. It kind of holds you back, because if you're constantly analyzing situations or analyzing people, you are not having fun. So sometimes I find myself like in the middle of analyzing someone, or in the middle of like analyzing a situation, I'm like, yo, like chill out, have some fun, like kick back. So yeah, I'm learning to chill out and not be too analytical, but it's very difficult, like very, very difficult, especially when it's like towards me. So yeah, it will be my analytical trait. So next question. Wow. This person. This is a scenario. You're about to fight someone. What song comes on as a soundtrack? You know what? I don't know if this is a soundtrack, but I just know the first thing that came into my mind is DMX. The song goes, X gonna give it to you, X gonna give it to you. I don't know, something like that. That's what's going on. That's what's playing in my head. I'm just thinking about the raw energy DMX brings to, you know, to the bit, whatever. It just sounds very aggressive and it's getting me to fight. But honestly, I'm actually not a fighter, I'm more of a lover. But don't push me. I can defend myself. With my nails, I can scratch you up. Literally, don't play with me. Next question. If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your family and friends assume you had done? Wow. I hope nothing. I hope they think I'm innocent. I don't really get up to that much, you know, bad girl activity. I would hope they assume I'm innocent, to be fair. Like I would just want them to badge in there and just be like, we want her back, fight for me. I want them to fight for me. Even without knowing what I did, just fight for me. And then we can go home and I'll explain what I did. So that's what I want them to do. But this question has actually now made me think, what would my family think of, you know, if I got arrested? I'll probably ask that question and get back to you guys. Friends, I'm trying to think. My friends, yeah, they wouldn't believe it, I don't think. But would they? I don't know. I'm grown now, so I don't really play around like that. You're gonna play around and catch yourself a case that's gonna last or take you, stick on you for the rest of your life or 10 years, and it's just gonna be difficult to move on with your life. So yeah, I don't play around like that. Maybe if I was a bit younger, I would say just, I don't know, petty crime, like stealing things from shops or something like that. Yeah, when I was younger. But now, I don't play around. I pay my way. Sorry. But yeah, I'm actually gonna ask my family, what would they assume if I got arrested with no explanation? What would they assume is the reason? So I'll get back to you guys on that one. The next question: what 3 famous people, living or dead, would you want at your fantasy dinner party? This question, I don't know. I don't really have an imaginative mind like that. Like, I don't really have fantasy dinner parties with famous people. I don't want to do the cliche people that I've seen on, like, you know, tattoos or paintings or, I don't know, drawings. You know what? This is probably someone that a lot of people don't know, and if you know, wow, I'll be so impressed. Let me know if you know this person. So there's this South African, I think he was like a civil rights singer, or like he was like a reggae, I don't know, probably, yeah. His name was Lucky Dube. I think like it's spelled like Lucky, then Dube, as in Dube, something like that. So yeah, when I was growing up, I think it was someone who had an impact on my childhood. His songs, I don't know, I could hear every lyric that he was singing, and that's when I started understanding especially the apartheid stuff that was going on in South Africa. So yeah, I would say one of the famous people, probably some people don't know him, one of them will be Lucky Dube. Living or dead, I would want, ooh, wow, ooh, wow, I'm stuck. I would say, maybe, does Jesus count as a famous person? Yeah, bring in some religion. I guess he's a famous person. A lot of people know him. So I would say bring Jesus to the table. We need to talk about things. He needs to explain. You need to tell me, do those nails hurt? Yeah. I have so many questions. I'm gonna start fantasizing about this dinner actually. Write down a few questions that I want for, this dinner. Maybe I should have a podcast with this person who sent me these questions, and we can talk about a fantasy dinner party and who are the people they would invite. So yeah, I have Lucky Dube, Jesus. I feel like I need a female. It needs to balance out because I'm attending. There's gonna be 2 males and then myself. So a female would be Nina Simone. Is that her name? Nina Simone? Nina Simone? You know what? I don't know. She's like Nina Simone. Yeah. So Lucky Dube, Jesus, then Nina Simone. Perfect. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Those 3. Guys, by the way, I just recently learned about Nina Simone, so don't judge me. I don't know that much, so, just saying. Because I didn't say much about her. She's amazing. Her voice amazing. Her songs are amazing. I'm just sad that I just recently found out about her. Yeah. Apparently some people have already invoked my black card, and I can probably tell. But that's fine. At least I'm learning something. Actually, last question. What's the weirdest thing you did as a child? Ooh. I actually have a good story. So, when I was a child and I was going to school in the morning, I would eat my packed lunch on my way to school, and then during school on our lunch break, I would then hustle for lunch. So I'll have 2 packed lunches, one made from my house, and then a collective of, packed lunches, bits and bobs from my friends. So that actually became a thing for a while until my mother caught me, and she found out that obviously I was eating my packed lunch. So obviously to me that's weird as a child, but it's something I did. I feel like it was pretty smart. That's the best way. Like, obviously I had breakfast when I was leaving the house, and then on my way I would eat again. I mean, I just love food. I just love food. I love food. But again, it is a smart thing. Like, if you know you can hustle your, some food, whatever, why not do that? But yeah, that is actually the last question. Thanks you guys for listening to this episode. Find me if you have any questions, comments, please send them my way. What did you think about this questions episode? Did you get to know me a little bit better? But yeah, follow me on Instagram at TGO Podcast, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that's Good Oro TGO Podcast. Thank you very much, and speak to you very soon. Bye bye.